Hi, I'm Praneeth, and welcome to my show, The Active Hour, where we discuss health and fitness, nutrition, and the blueprint to enhance your vitality. My guest today is Teju. She's a yoga enthusiast, an IT management consultant, a solo traveler, and an aspiring model. And this is my conversation with her. Hey Teju, how's it going?
It's going great. It's bright sunny day in New York.
That's awesome. All hail the greatest fucking Big Apple. Tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you get into fitness, yoga, Pilates?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I was always a fitness gal. This is because of my parents. My mom and dad are pretty disciplined from the start. They still look like they are in their 30s, late 30s.
That's
They
nice.
always were high into yoga. They always incorporated some kind of exercise into their lives from the start. So I grew up seeing them like stressing about being healthy and like taking care of yourself, eating good food, things like that a lot. So that kind of like embedded into
Okay,
me from the start.
that's nice. So, what are the things that you learned from your mom? Because we had a conversation the other day that you learned yoga from your mom, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about yoga, meditation, and when did you get into it, and how often do you practice it?
Uh-huh. So funny enough, my parents used to do yoga, like meditation. My mom is really heavy into that. But growing
Okay.
up as a kid, I would be like, oh, this is silly. I don't want to sit there for 10 minutes nonstop for 15 minutes. I used to throw
Okay.
tantrums, and somehow slowly they were like, it's okay, just sit with me for 2 minutes, sit with me for 3 minutes. And that stretched out to I was sitting and doing my own meditation for 20 minutes when I was in high school.
Okay.
And then after high school, I suddenly stopped. I moved out of home. Life got to me, I guess. So I just stopped
Yeah.
yoga and meditation uh, completely until pretty recently, which is 2, 3 years ago, is when I actually picked
Okay.
up on it for various reasons. I picked up on it because I just felt like we have such a busy lifestyle, and like there's so much stress and
Right.
anxiety building up around everything we do these days. And I exercise regularly. I used to do weight training or go for a run, a 6 mile run. But somehow all of these just felt like I'm still not getting the mental like calmness I need from the daily hustle and
Okay.
bustle. That's when I was like, you know what, I should give this a shot. I always love uh, going into nature and like just sit there by myself, calm. Even when I'm traveling, I do that often. I travel by myself, so it's like I just escape wherever I can. Wherever I see a beautiful scenic spot, I just go there and like chill for a minute. So that's what I kind of wanted to do, and that turned into meditation for me.
Can you tell us a little bit more about how meditation can relieve stress? Because that's something a lot of us currently undergo, right? With the
Uh-huh.
day-to-day stress, there's so much anxiety, there's so much stress, and there's so much information out there that even 10 to 15 minutes of meditation can help you relieve that stress. Obviously, it's going to take time to get adjusted to it,
Hmm.
but for you personally, doing that 10-15 meditation, how does it relieve stress in your day?
Yeah, absolutely. Our brain is going through so much in the daily life, and there are so many aspects that will trigger anxiety. Not just the things we do, but also the things
Right.
others do with social media and all the influence around. We just take so much upon ourselves and our brains. That is why, like, sitting down and just trying to get your brain under control and your thoughts under control and streamlining what you want to put your energy on in your life. Like, is this worth my energy? And just taking a step back from all the things our mind is going through and just thinking through the things that are really important to you will make a huge difference in your daily life. I think that's how meditation takes away the anxiety from us. At least that's what I believe.
Right. That's very true because I know a couple of my cousins are also into meditation, and then they kind of explain to me on how it kind of helps them.
Hmm.
And like I said, I obviously takes practice and all that stuff. And for me, I think because I'm into exercise so much,
Hmm.
I'm not practicing meditation. I haven't tried, but for me, I think like running or some sort of cardio, even strength training is kind of like meditation for me.
Yeah, sounds to me like you take care of your health pretty great, Praneeth. That's the exact same
Yeah,
thing for your brain health. For your brain health
exactly.
is what is meditation. How you're
Right,
trying to streamline your healthy lifestyle, what is good for your body, and that's
right.
exactly that thing for your brain is meditation, is what I feel.
Exactly. Yeah, that's so true. And how does yoga kind of help you with your stretching, your warm ups, and stuff like that? Because it's a great form of exercise and practice that originated from India, right? But
Hmm.
how is this helping you with your basic flexibility? Because I have like very bad flexibility.
Yeah, I was pretty heavy into lifting weights, building my muscles so
Okay.
much, using like weights and running so much. And I live in New York. I walk everywhere.
Right.
It's kind of like all this
Yeah.
was getting a little too much on the muscles. And doing all of this, I always forget to stretch. Once I come home sometimes, my legs are super like the muscles get so stiff and like hard, I will not be able to like walk. I have cramps all the
Okay.
time in my feet. And then it just was not a great feeling. And I'm like, no, this is not great. I want to get into something. I want to do a kind of workout that will use my own body weight, and also like stretch me enough so I can go by the day without thinking of like, oh, I have so many cramps. You know, that's
Yeah.
that's exactly how I got into yoga. Uh,
Nice. That's nice. Yeah. What kind of nutrition and diet that you kind of complement with the kind of exercises that you do?
so for me, I really don't have any dietary restrictions. I don't like restrict myself from like eating this, eating that. No, I don't do that. Even like dessert, if you want to eat it, you should be able to eat it. But I would
Right.
say the important thing is portion control and the time you eat. These two play a really important factor on how like your body takes the same amount of food that gets into your body at around like 7:30, 8 o'clock when you're sleeping at 11, 12, is so different from the food you're getting at like 10 o'clock at night. The body just know how to work with the food when it's taken early, and also definitely the portion sizes. Limiting yourself like, oh, I love dessert, I'm craving dessert, you can have one dessert. If you sit and eat a whole cake, that's when the it shifts. I mean,
Yeah.
the yeah, right. That's my logic when it comes to eating food. And yeah, obviously incorporating food, vegetables, proteins, and like enough amount of carbs, as well. So just a balanced diet
Right.
is what I would say my diet would be.
Can you tell us a little bit more about eating early? What difference does it make eating a little late in the day versus, having early dinner?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a huge game changer, I would say. It just even like your this is from like a gut science perspective. Your gut
Exactly. Yeah.
is like it revolves around the clock, the sun. It revolves around the sun. So your gut is super active in the morning. So any food you give in the morning, it'll be able to happily digest and like in a happy mood. And then as we are tiring down and getting to the end of the day, even our gut needs some rest, and it also wants to take some rest. And if we keep eating until the time we're sleeping, we're not kind of giving any rest to our gut. So it's been
Understood.
active. We are tired, right? If we work from
Yeah.
morning till night, we are absolutely tired. The same thing that happens to our gut, right? That's what
Exactly.
I like. I think from like a gut perspective, it's like it's super tired from the morning, and like I need to give it some rest. That's why eating early just makes a huge difference from that perspective, and it's scientifically proven too.
That's very true because you're aligning your body with the circadian rhythm.
My
Exactly. Yeah.
thumb rule is whenever I'm
Yeah.
sleeping, if it's like 12 or 1 o'clock,
Okay.
I try to just give 3 hours at least
Nice.
rest
Yeah.
from dinner to that. So that, like the tummy has enough time to just calm down and like get ready for bed as I'm getting ready for bed.
Okay. Exactly. Yeah. That's so nice. Yeah. And then you also mentioned that you like to do Pilates, right? Let's talk a little bit more about how Pilates is helping you stay fitter and especially for your core strength.
hmm so why Pilates especially is yoga is absolutely great, and everything, but to like sweat absolutely like a lot doing yoga is I have to either do it in like a hot sauna, like hot yoga class, and a 30-40 minute yoga class would give me that amount of sweat and like my heart racing up that much.
Okay.
Like I do Surya Namaskara when it comes to yoga. So unless I'm doing Surya
Nice.
Namaskara in a 25 repetition, I will not be able to get there with the speed of my heart, where my heart should be when I'm exercising, to the amount of sweat I'm getting. And doing 25 times of Surya Namaskara can be a little like hard. So sometimes I don't have that much time. Sometimes I have 30-40 minutes, wrap up my workout and get out of the house. And those are the times
Okay.
Pilates really like help me because they are kind of yoga too, but in a way curated with all the cycles differently,
Great.
which makes it a little bit easier to sweat with these repetitive cycles, with these same like yoga stretches and everything. And the way it stretches your body is exactly like yoga as well. And sometimes incorporating like Pilates incorporate weights as well, some light set of weights. So all of these will help me put my heart rate in raise my heart rate faster, and also like
Gotcha.
giving me the same amount of workout in like 30-40 minutes rather than like an hour of doing my asanas and yoga. So that's
Hmm.
how I really like Pilates, and I definitely try to incorporate at least once or twice a week of doing that.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about how exercise, nutrition, diet, basically being fit and active kind of helps you stay focused on one of your main dreams of getting into modeling.
Yeah, getting into modeling, I'm doing a bunch of different things now, modeling, and also my mixology, bartending stuff.
Right.
Um, so doing all of this, taking care of myself from my like health perspective and like yoga, it all comes down to discipline for me. So it just puts a good sense of discipline in the kind of life I want to have for myself.
Sure.
Yeah.
Being a techie, getting into modeling and
hmm
doing the mixology stuff. So, what are your next goals from here?
My next goals. I definitely am figuring it out, but one thing I'm really set on is um, opening up my own cocktail bar and bringing
Oh, that's
some
awesome.
amazing cocktails
I hope
with
you're going to
like,
give me discounts.
yes, Indian flavors. And also, I want this bar to be absolutely a cocktail bar, but at the same time, bringing some Indian finger food, especially the kind of food my grandmom and mom used to make like snack time. They're vegetarian dishes, but taste amazing. So I kind of want to bring those to this cocktail bar. This is my next goal, at least something I'm
Okay.
like working towards.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Well, I wish you all the best and
Thank you. Yes, and you guys will get all the discounts, obviously.
thank
The
you.
close friend advantage, yes, for sure.
Thank you. All right, it was so nice talking to you,
Thank you so much
and I
for
will talk
having me,
soon.
Praneeth.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Bye.
Thank you. You have fun. Bye.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Active Hour podcast. We hope you loved the episode. If you did, please give us some love in the reviews. Guess what? No ChatGPT was used in the making of this episode. Until next time, bye.